Hello, guys.
How are y'all tonight?
Hope y'all are gonna be able to join us tonight. Hope the weather holds out. That's the main thing. Let's see if we can get somebody in here. We got this 15-second delay, which aggravates the fool out of me because you feel like
Travis.
Nothing is really going right.
N-Y-E, New York, someone. I may have it wrong. Is that New York?
NY is New York. Oh, there we go. Jake, Susie.
Hello. Hi, y'all.
See,
he's from the South. He's got it.
He's got it down. There you go. Arctic Gardner and family.
Artistic.
Julie, Glenn, Oklahoma. Rusty.
Hey, I'm sorry about that, Rusty. I really thought that was your hat. But
yeah, we almost gave your hat away.
Oh, yeah, that was my hat.
Yeah.
Lori family,
Lori.
Anna
Oh, yeah.
That one, anachronistic life. Something like that.
Well, these big
good.
words. Now we're from the South. You'll have to understand.
We have to sound it out.
You got to sound it out.
Pam, Mary,
good
Nunda.
Lord. There we go.
Jack.
Come on, let's get on roll here.
CDN Garden
Girl, Country Living, Keepers, Quake Lake, Jim, Homesteading.
Alone.
Brenda, Betty, 2.67. Mr. Joe, thumbs up, my dude. Brenda, Roxanne, Sylvia, Pat.
Lori family.
Again.
It's hot in Florida. Yeah, it's hot in Florida. It's hot in Mississippi. The wind was actually blowing a while ago. It's really nice.
It wasn't too bad today. I mean, of course,
Jen
it was still hot.
Hey, girl.
Yep, we got a mod.
Jay Bennett, TN Dreamer.
Jay.
Good Game Bees.
Deep South, Texas.
Karen, Carla, Renee. See,
okay.
We're good.
We're good to go.
You're good to go. Everybody's getting in here.
What are we talking about tonight?
Whatever you want to talk about. No, wait. Let me rephrase that. Never mind.
You don't want to do that.
No, we don't want to do that. Never mind. All right, guys. We have guests. Danny's got to behave. Now, he hadn't behaved all week. This is Adrian and Christopher. They've been with us all week. They are the winners of the week stay at Deep South. They're leaving tomorrow. I'm reading Rusty's comment. It kind of caught me off guard because he typed in all caps.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm back.
He hit the wrong button.
Oh, I didn't know you'd left, Rusty. Sorry.
Yeah.
But they've been here all week. We've got a lot done. We're hoping they learned something.
Yeah, we did.
They learned it's hot and there's a lot of work at Deep South.
Yep, they've learned that. And we ain't been too bad this week, I don't reckon. You know what I mean? We hadn't pushed too hard.
I don't know who's pushed harder. If they pushed Danny or Danny's pushed them. It's like they're running a race. Renee said, hello, Adrian and Christopher.
Hello.
We have all sorts from Toronto.
Oh, Roxanne says, hi, neighbors from South Carolina.
So Roxanne must be in South Carolina.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
But they got here, Sunday night?
Yeah, it was Sunday evening.
Sunday evening, yeah.
Yeah. And did we do anything that day?
Well, we thought we was eating chicken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They got here to they ate supper with us, and they ate Deep South chicken. They thought it was Deep South chicken. We put it that way. Adrian said, man, these people got some poor birds. You know?
It was actually rabbit.
It was rabbit meat. We didn't say anything. You know,
we were having time not telling them.
Yeah.
They've cut limbs on trees. Well, you've got.
Oh, you know what? Let me
He's got video, y'all.
Y'all, I'm going to show you a few things.
Maureen says South Carolina's hot today.
Yes, it is.
We're going to show you a few things that they actually done this
Nunda
week.
said y'all were lucky to be eating my cooking. I'm not sure if they were or not, but they did enjoy the tomatoes, Nunda.
And your brownies.
And the brownies.
And the brownies. Chris is hooked on the brownies, man.
Oh, the sweet potatoes.
Oh, yeah. They eat the sweet potatoes. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But anyway, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of a view of some of the things that they done this week while they were at Deep South Homestead. Because you see, being at a homestead is not just about gardening. It's about an array of different things on a homestead to keep it functioning. So they got to actually.
No, I forgot the cane.
You forgot that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I didn't email it to you, but then.
Oh, no. Oh, well, we had some more pictures, y'all, but we just realized we don't have some of it. Anyway, here we go. Let's see if this thing comes up. Is it coming up?
No, you got to hit
Oh,
the
I'm
little
sorry.
eye.
There
I
we
done
go.
told him that while
There we go. Anyway, this is the back deck on our house. Adrian pressure washed it today. We bought a new pressure washer.
Hi, Kim.
And he actually pressure washed the paint off of it all the way back down to new again. So we're going to be repainting that in the near future. That was one of the jobs that we got done here.
Hi, Rock's Corner and Tawana.
Then
That's the steps.
that's the steps to the deck. The power washer actually blew the paint off of it real well.
And even the sidewalk, he went all down the sidewalk because he noticed he had gotten a little of it and it looked funny, so he went ahead and did the whole sidewalk. It looks great.
Yeah.
Hey, B Lady.
Hey, B-Lady.
Mountain Mama.
Okay, and then we got this little fella right here.
This has been something Christopher's enjoyed.
We've actually figured out how to make Chris work. If we give him a lawnmower and a trailer,
and send him to do
something, he's good to go.
He's good.
He's good to go. So all y'all out there, there's ways to make people work. And then we've got this one here. We spent about 5 or 6 hours, maybe.
Every bit of it.
Yeah, we spent like 5 or 6 hours. They did cutting limbs out of trees, using that pole saw to do everything. And it looks a whole lot better.
Yeah, I'd say 2 or 3 days was spent with that chainsaw.
Well, he didn't just use the chainsaw head on it. He also used the weed eater head, because that head comes off and put a weed eater head on it. He spent like half a day just weed eating.
Yeah, so we got kind of a brush up, a clean up, or a caught up.
Yeah, Deep South got a haircut. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, all the way around.
Got a manicure. Maybe manicure is a better word.
Yeah, Patera used the word manicure.
Yeah, she sure did.
Did she?
Yes.
Okay, I hadn't seen
We got a manicure. That's basically it trimmed the limbs up high enough we can ride on my tractor Annie all around without getting knocked off. Also the weeds around, he weed eated.
Yeah, done a lot of weed
The
eating.
deck got cleaned off. What else y'all did? They pulled weeds in the sugar cane. Leave that. No, wait. Don't do that. Leave that alone. Go up to the one with the deck. Take it off. Take off the steps. Up high. All right. Now move it back on up. Now take off that one. I'm having to tell him what to do, guys.
Any of you guys out there know
They're
what
saying
that's
it's
like.
buffering really, really bad. It's probably the weather.
Why is it not going
What did you do? No, he's got us all messed up. Give me a minute.
Oh, still got one up there. There we go.
That's it.
That's
Okay,
it. There
we're
we are.
back.
Okay, I didn't run
Okay.
it far enough up. Okay.
So it may be buffered, and the weather is not far from us as far as
Yeah, the weather's-
storms.
Yeah, the weather's pretty bad
Um,
up north of us, that is. It's not bad right here, per se.
it loops on the steps. Okay, now it should be okay.
Cannot get past the steps. I couldn't either for a long time.
Danny had it on the wrong picture. Sorry, guys.
I had it on the wrong picture.
That way, maybe we got the pictures off now. Are y'all sort of kind of getting back on track?
They said it's still buffering bad, but you know what? I can't fix that. We've tried. You know?
Yeah, and when the storm comes in, it's always when we do a live stream. Every
Yeah.
time it's off in the
You had to
distance.
call you out, man.
Do what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell why you guys came. The reason I chose you guys. Well, you don't know the reason, but anyway, tell about your letter.
Yeah,
Talk
we
loud.
sent a letter, I guess. We were on a camping trip when the notification came in about would you like to spend a week at Deep South Homestead came in. Of course, Christopher hearing the phone go off, you know, kids and phones, he grabbed it. And he seen it, and I explained to him what Deep South Homestead was. We had been to Crossville, so we got to meet Danny and Wanda there for very little, quick second there. And as soon as he got to see, he thought he had a chance. He said, "Let's do it." So I thought, well, that's pretty neat. 14-year-old, well, he's 13 then, wanted to come down and learn a little something. Of course, now I wanted to also.
Yeah.
So,
It's stuck on the deck. Is there something we need to do?
All right. Hang on. Okay, let's see if it. Okay, please keep Little Mountain Ranch in your prayers tonight. There's a lot of fires in British Columbia right now, and they are looking to have to evacuate. There you are, somebody said.
Okay, we're going.
You're back. They're all saying we're back. Why are we going to be off for a couple minutes?
Because they're ahead of us. I can't read. Just go ahead and talk.
Okay, anyway, as you were saying.
Okay, did y'all hear what Adrian said about Christopher?
Did y'all get what Adrian said about him and Christopher? Well,
Okay,
the sound
so-
is fluent. Okay.
All right, so you're going to have to talk
Well,
louder.
they're saying buffering again.
Well, I'm telling you, it's going to go off for a second, but they'll catch up with us in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
That's Grizz.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and say it again.
Okay. So sad we could not attend Crossville. We had to work on business.
Okay, so
I heard that cross.
I'm going to let Adrian tell why why they wrote the letter,
Okay.
and hopefully y'all can hear him this time. So talk
I'll
loud.
talk loud. Okay. Yeah, we were on a camping trip. The notification came in on my phone saying Deep South Homestead that we had a chance to spend a. Would you like to spend a week at Deep South Homestead or DSH? Christopher picked up my phone, asked me what it was, so I explained to him DSH was Deep South Homestead. Explained to him who Danny and Wanda were because we'd met them in Crossville. And as soon as he heard that, he said, "Let's do it." So I took that, typed up my quick letter explaining he wanted to come down, he wanted to experience it. I had my own reasons also, so I put those in the letter, sent it in, and luckily Wanda and Danny chose us to come down and spend the week. They worked us to death.
Yeah, they're
Y'all notice
slightly tired.
Y'all notice how he kind of said that real low, like.
Well, I mean, I got Danny right here, so I'm afraid to say too much.
Yeah, he's like they worked us to death. You know?
Yeah.
Oh man.
But it is really, it's been fun. We've learned a lot from them as much as they've learned from us, I guess. And
Probably so.
the thumbnail is Danny and Adrian sitting at the table working with his tomato seeds and kind of getting them ready to package.
Ready to package up, yeah. Because we've picked just about everything, I guess, haven't we?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
everything we've got. I guess.
everything we've got here. We picked squash, we picked peppers, we picked okra,
Tomatoes,
tomatoes,
cucumbers,
cukes, beans, green beans for seeds. We have, gosh, it's hard. Oh, we butchered
Figs.
rabbits. We butchered. Yeah, we picked figs. Lots and lots and lots of figs.
of figs.
Butchered 10 rabbits.
We butchered 10 rabbits. They got to experience their first rabbit butchering of tame rabbits. Chris actually fell in love with butchering rabbits. He now wants to go home and butcher his own rabbit.
And he likes one of our pigs. He's actually named one of them.
Yeah, he named one of our pigs Shaniqua.
However you spell shit.
However you spell that, I don't know. But we now have a pig named.
Yes.
And what else have we done today, this week?
It must be going in and out, so just keep talking.
Just
if
keep
it works.
talking?
And,
Okay.
yeah. I'm sorry, guys. It's just.
It's just when the weather gets bad around us, this happens.
Do you ferment your seeds for saving, Danny?
Yeah, well, let
The
me stop and say the tomato seeds, the cucumber seeds, eggplant seeds, stuff like that. Yes, others watermelon seeds, but things like peas and beans and stuff like that, corn. No, we don't do anything like that.
Lots and lots of buffer. I said at 144 and still buffering. I am not sure what's going on with the buffering, guys. How do I fix the canned rabbits? Well, today
How do you fix your canned rabbits?
we didn't can any today, but we canned a couple of days ago, and I put the backs and the ribs and the what other parts? The
Flanks.
flanks in a pressure pot and pressured it down, and then picked all the meat off and See, we're freezing up, messing up big time.
We just keep talking.
I took it all off the bones, threw the bones away, and put the meat and the broth in a jar, and we pressure canned it for an hour and a half. And then if we cook it, we just open it up, use it in soups or casseroles or whatever, or we can do anything with it. It's done.
Willow Creek Homestead says, sigh. We have rabbits we need to process. How do you get over how cute they are?
It didn't take Chris long.
It didn't take Chris long. Chris loved whacking them.
They were mean. I mean,
When
they
you
weren't
grab
even
a rabbit up
scratching.
and he wants to, I had to show him how to catch a rabbit first. And once he figured out how to catch a rabbit, them jokers would try to jump and scratch and claw at you and everything. When they start doing all that kind of stuff, first thing is don't handle your rabbits all the time and make pets out of them. That's rule number one. And don't look at them as being a cute animal. They're just something here to eat. God put them on the earth to eat, and you got to look at it like that. It's just like a pig or a squirrel or a deer or anything else, you know.
Grizz, Danny doesn't tan the hides. We just pitch them. I know we probably should, but we have no use for.
I have no use for rabbit.
We don't need shirt sleeves.
Not yet.
We don't have to have shirt sleeves yet, so we just get rid of it. All that. That's the one thing I guess we don't save is the inside parts. Oh, and I did my first.
Wanda did her first butchering of a rabbit.
Adrian was supposed to have videoed it. I hadn't went back and looked at the videos yet, but he was videoing my face, not the actual butchering part. So I managed to do really well with my first butchering. So what recipe for rabbit did
You feed our guests.
I simply, the first night I put it in a crock pot and it cooked down with onions and peppers in it and potatoes. And then the one today, I simply put in the oven and seasoned it and sealed it with tinfoil, and it was done. It was very tender. So that's the only, I just cook it that way. And they thought it was chicken, so. Okay.
Grizz says, this is Thumbs Down Appreciation Week. Everybody make a video thanking those who takes the time to thumbs down videos.
Yeah, I watched Grizz's video. He thanked everybody for thumbs down.
Oh, I
Look,
thank them.
I've got 34 people I need to thank on my, what was it called? Fidget spinners.
Yeah.
I mean, 34 people thumbs down me, so thank you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate all the thumbs down as much as we do the thumbs up.
Yep. So that was one of our first videos, was the fidget spinners.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that this boy right here likes fidget spinners. And I wasn't doing it to be ugly. I was just saying they annoy me. So I wanted to show the fidget spinners here. And it was just a cute play on things. And I didn't want to bring in the fact that it was used educationally for kids that are ADHD and things like that. I wanted to leave that part alone. But everybody else wanted to bring it back into the mix. I just wanted it to be a cute video. And so he's been showing me all the tricks on them. And actually, Danny got pretty good on a fidget spinner.
Oh, yeah. I'm always good at anything I do.
He did really good. So I thought it was pretty cool. But I wasn't being ugly about the ADHD. I just didn't mention it. Everybody else did. But I actually knew the origin before I started it. I knew why. I just didn't want to add that to the mix. I was trying to stay away from that part, but
So I was asking, could you sell the hides on your Etsy store? It's really not worth it to us. I mean, we don't.
Zach got a lot of thumbs down for eating a peach. He said he might need to try the fidget spinners.
Zach, you may have to try that fidget spinner, man, because these people with thumbs down and everything, I don't know what kind of life they live. It better be a sad life, is all I can say. Really.
All I got to say is that peach looked good.
That peach looked good to me. I mean, I was sitting here, I had slobber running down my mouth watching you. You know, I was like, gosh, I wish we'd have just had peaches this year.
Yeah, we did not get we didn't even get
We didn't get one peach.
Our tree is usually loaded, and we did not get a peach.
We had we had no cold weather this year, so our trees just did not do nothing.
Yeah, they're saying they thought it was cute.
Yeah.
Well, some people did, but I got a lot of people thinking I was putting down on it, but that it helped a lot of people. It does help.
It helped me.
ADHD people. Yeah, it calmed Danny down.
It calmed me down. Yeah.
And I get that. I get what it was meant for. I'm just saying it was a fad. That's all I said. And I repeated what Wikipedia said, calling it a useless toy. And I mean, everybody jumped on my case telling me I called it a useless toy. I said, Wikipedia said.
Jen is right. Everybody was just envious because Zach was eating all them fresh peaches sitting there. I was like, man, my mouth was watering. I was like, gosh, I could just taste that peach, man.
Yep.
I was like, God.
Yeah, Grizz, they probably will. I mean, everybody else can do fidget spinners.
Sheila's the one that's actually right here. Fidget spinners are needed more by those who do the thumbs down. They're the ones who need it.
Oh, that's why I married you, Danny.
Why? Because of the fidget spinner?
No, it was another comment 15 seconds ago.
Oh, I can't remember that far back.
Yeah, it can be a help to some and a distraction to others. Actually, Rusty's on here, and his 2 boys are here, and one of them are ADHD. And he mentioned that the one that was ADHD wouldn't play with the fidget spinner, where the one that's supposedly normal would play with it. He said, that's the deal. He said, go figure. So you have differences of opinions. It helps some, it doesn't help others, but that was not the purpose of my whole video, but it got taken that way. So.
Rusty said, I need to learn how to butcher bunnies too. He said he didn't have any peaches either.
You'll just have to come when we, well, it's going to be a while before we butcher again.
It'll be a little while. We've got another few weeks. Yeah. Just keep talking. We get what you're talking about. I totally understand, Wanda.
Look, I played with the yo-yo so much, I think my mama thought we were, she probably wanted to wrap that yo-yo around our neck. So I get that the fidget spinners can be annoying. But when you're like this one over here, he is learning tricks with it. And that's what I'm talking about. With the yo-yo, I was learning tricks. It might annoy my mama, but I had fun. And that's what he's been doing. He can, how many did you have, 3 or 4? 3. He had 3 standing on end, playing on the table. Okay, so twist off head, pull.
They're talking to Rusty.
Oh, they're telling Rusty.
Telling Rusty how to do this. I mean, I got a little process. I'm not saying it's the best process in the world, but it works for us.
Yeah. What'd you think?
It was fun.
Yeah. Well,
actually, he got into it.
He got into it, man. We let him do a lot of whacking and stuff like that, and he enjoyed it. He actually got he likes vesicrating them.
Yeah.
He did.
Carolyn Harmon, I forgot that. When you were a kid, you put a ruler on a pencil and spin it around. You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, that was our fidget spinner.
Yeah. If I'd have thought of that, I'd have added it to the mix. I wanted to do the Zuzu. How many people know what a Zuzu is? It's a button on a string. You sit there and you pull it, and the button spins up and down around on the string.
Are you going to do a video on how to can meat?
I guess we hadn't done one yet.
Well, we hadn't done a video on canning meat?
I don't know. We might have done one last year, but if not, I'll do one. We were so busy, I just didn't think about it this week. But maybe this next time we do rabbits, or if I do beef or something, I'll try.
The bee lady wants to know, are there different kinds of rabbits for eating? Yeah, there's lots of different breeds of rabbit. We chose the New Zealand whites because they grow so fast and get so big. And you can ask Adrian here, we butchered one of our rabbits and people say rabbits don't have any fat on them.
Yeah, they have plenty of fat.
That rabbit had like this much fat on top of him. I mean, that rabbit, and on the inside, it was fat on the inside. It was rolling with fat.
We could have made some leaf lard out of it.
We could have made leaf lard, yeah.
Yeah. The clackers, yeah, I remember that. I love my clackers, but they banned them from school because kids hit each other in the head with them.
Sheila said, you use for rabbit furs, crybaby blankies.
Oh. Can we ship them out to thumbs downers and things like that?
Yeah.
Julie said she played with Zuzu. See, somebody remembered the Zuzu.
I remember the clackers.
I love my clackers. I have blue ones.
I don't remember what color mine was. I just remember I remember one of you could pick a ball up on one end and hit it. Clack.
See, Pia had blue too. See, I'm not the only one. Now,
never
Tim Beverly's clap on, clap off. Not that clapper.
Okay, Sinclair says, Adrian and Chris, chicken equals rabbit equals, chicken
and rabbit.
Rabbit equals.
They're just saying chicken and rabbit. They're
Yeah.
two different things, but they kind of thought they were the
They
same.
thought they were eating chicken to start with, but Adrian was just being polite. He says these are some really poor chickens.
Yeah. First night, I didn't want to make you mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
okay.
fidget spinners for octogenarians. Okay, that would probably be us,
That would be us.
I would think. Our California rabbit didn't have.
Our Californian rabbit don't even have fat.
Ours
Well,
did.
Beth, you can ask this guy sitting right here. He was there when I butchered this joker. That rabbit probably had a pound of fat in it.
Yeah, had a lot, man, plenty. A lot more than I thought it would.
Miss Big Lady says she has wild rabbits. Does anybody eat them? Yes.
Yes.
Now this time of the year
We don't eat them in the summertime here, but in the wintertime, yes, we
But
eat
she's
every.
in New York. Would that make a difference?
No,
Summertime anywhere.
summertime anywhere.
Tell her why.
Because you want to always wait till there's a frost on the ground. You'll eat them after the frost because they get what's called a wool in them, or insects affect them just like they do any other animal. So we wait till after a frost. And yes, Renee says wild rabbit tastes great. Yes, it does.
Yeah, Pia said that Craig had showed her the button on a string. My kids loved it. It kept them occupied for a long time. And I get that kids are occupied with things. One of my kids had, what was that? Beyblades, right? Beyblades was a type of top that you battled with. You know, there was always some kind of fad. That I was just showing our fidget spinners. Okay, move on.
Okay.
Looking back.
Looking back.
He's
So
going, what was
how
it?
far back are we looking back? She's talking about porch time. I almost said tool time. Tool time with Tim, the tool man Taylor. But yeah, she was on porch time this week. We did tools. We did old tools. We were talking about looking back. And actually, we showed a lot of different tools that we use there. We showed the bracing bits and the sickles and the Scoville hoe and different things like that. And I'm going to tell y'all, on the homestead, Adrian used the Scoville hoe this week working in cane patch or somewhere we was working at with it. He was chopping weeds somewhere. I just don't remember where. But these are tools that keep on giving throughout your life. You don't want to go and buy these, I call them $2.98 tools that just have no life expectancy to them whatsoever. They're called throwaway tools. You want to make sure that you buy good, sound equipment to work with. Something that if the power grid goes down or something, you still have something to keep on working with.
Okay. Mountain Mama wants to know, did y'all learn a lot?
Oh, I learned a lot. I learned plenty.
Tell her what kind of
Canning.
things.
Oh yeah, I never really done any canning, and watched a lot of Wanda helped her out a little bit. Done plenty of canning. Of course, the actual rabbit butchering, I had never quite done it that way. And it's a lot different than wild rabbit. I've done wild rabbit, but not tame rabbit. And of course, I picked Danny's brain all week, just getting little tidbits on gardening and just how to do some different things in the garden.
All right, so let's see, where are we at? I still use these tools.
Some of them's talking about tools that Mr. Arnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They called it a whizzer. Yes, I've heard it called that too, Mr. Arnie. Actually, my mother-in-law 30 years ago is the one that showed my kids how, and she was born back before the 40s, and she remembered it as a kid.
Yeah, so I mean, it's...
Not that I'm calling you old, Mr. Arnie, just saying.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
He knows what I meant. She remembered it back that far. And they're saying moose and elk are good meat.
I agree with that. I've eaten both moose and elk meat before, and I'm going to tell you what, it's really... Adrian, you was telling me you eat elk? Yeah, elk meat. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's amazing. It's just good meat. It really is.
Thank you, Suzanne. She says she's new to our channel. Welcome to Deep South.
Oh, yeah, welcome.
Rusty said his favorite tool is a hand sickle.
Susie said, Wanda, do you use your steam juicer for muscadine juice?
Muscadines. No, we tried
it, but it didn't come out well.
No, we
hand
did
do
try.
ours with a chinoy or a sieve or whatever you want to call it.
No, what we did with didn't we run them through the
We run them through a juicer.
a regular juicer. We have not tried it with the steamer juicer, but the steamer juicer puts heat into it,
Yeah.
and muscadines cannot have
They
heat
can't
or it
have the
changes the flavor.
Yeah.
So we use a chinoy and we hand do all the muscadines, which this year we may not have any. It looks like they all fell off or disappeared because of our weird weather. But Danny said they're blooming again. So
They're good. Yeah, they're trying to put on, but I don't know if they'll have time.
yeah.
Coco says, Wanda, do you have any apron footage of the fellas?
I didn't get an apron on any of them. I may have to do that before they leave. We'll just see.
No. We're manly men, however you want to say it.
All right. Now Pia said she found some old hose on eBay, but they would need a wooden pole. That's what Danny had to do with his. He had to make the
I had
handle.
to make a handle for mine. There's some things you want to remember about handles. If it's got the heart in it, it's going to split. So what you want to do is find a longleaf pine, because they grow up like 10 feet tall and they have no limbs on them. You want to cut those down and peel them and hang them up by the end and let them dry. They make real good hoe handles.
Yeah. They're laughing about Pia's sentence.
Her sentence.
Yeah, she said, I found some old hose on
Oh,
eBay.
some old hose on eBay. Okay.
They're laughing at her sentence because it just looked funny. But yeah. Thank you, Mary.
Rusty said, when is our muscadine picking season? It's usually September.
Yeah.
But now, Rusty, just like me and you talked when you was at the house here the other day, our seasons have gotten off. And I don't know if it's because of the polar shift or what it is.
So it might be
sometimes.
August.
Right now we're like 3 weeks early with everything here in the South, so it could be any time from 1st of September to the end of September. I know used to I bow hunted over them in October, so it could be any time during that season.
Yeah, Grizz says my Crazy Days is an excellent channel. Yeah, y'all go check out Crazy Days. I give you a little tidbits. We did the yeah, right. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
We did the dehydrator thing this morning because I had so many people asking what we dehydrated, so I put that up. And at the end of the dehydrating, I was putting in the tomatoes that I had seasoned the way Gilbrook Farms had done. Well, mine were similar. I didn't do exact same seasoning she did. And then I went on Crazy Days today after they came out of the dehydrator and showed you when I tasted them. And these two have even tasted. Well, Danny tasted them too.
I tasted them, yeah.
And they all thought they tasted like the little pizza bites that you can get. So I don't know. There might be one or two left, but most of them are gone. We ate them all. All right. What else? We had your tomato reviews.
Yep, we had, what did I tell you, 5 different tomatoes we raised here this year. We had, that I actually talked about. The Amish paste is by far our #1 tomato here. It produces so well that we don't even consider much more. And I do grow other varieties just as experiments. As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to have a company that's contacting me right now about doing some reviews on some of their tomatoes. They're supposed to be sending me some stuff to be growing for them. And if that comes up, we'll show y'all a lot of different heirloom tomatoes that we're going to be growing for this fall.
And Katie, I think her name Katie did, something like that.
Katie did.
Anyway, she said that she's the only one from South Mississippi that hates muscadine but likes mayhaws. Now I like the mayhaw jelly, and we have mayhaws planted. We just they haven't produced. Possibly next year, maybe they'll be old enough to start producing.
Roxanne says, "Love Crazy Days, Danny." Just saying.
Faith Abound said they have baby pics in their last video. Okay, I will have to check that out.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out.
Danny will be sleeping in the root cellar tonight. That's possible.
It's possible.
Especially if
I might be
a storm
sleeping
comes
right
up.
here because I'm going to tell y'all, my eyes is already getting heavy.
Those tomatoes were really great. though.
Julie, you ought to try those tomatoes. Literally, I mean, we've got enough seeds for probably half of the world here. But if you need some, just contact us and let us know. We'll try to get some to you.
They're wanting to know, do you sell the spoons? He does. He
I
doesn't
do.
have any on Etsy right now, but if you are interested in spoons, you can contact us, let us know. And I set up a new email today. I don't know if it works, so if y'all want to try it, it is deepsouthhomestead@gmail.com.
Yeah.
So that would make it easier for people to remember. What am I going to do with my
cotton plants.
Probably not a whole lot, but I just wanted it because I wanted
We're going to harvest them.
We're going to harvest it, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to save them.
And I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you this, how to clean it, the seeds. I don't have the brush things. They make paddles that you can run it back and forth and clean the seeds out. And that might be something I have to look into, but doing it by hand, you just about can't get those seeds out. I had a hard enough time getting enough out to plant. So I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but we'll see about getting it cleaned and what the process is. Thinks Danny's got to find something for the pole. Talking about the hose.
Yeah, talking about the hose.
Yeah, he uses a pine. It's a small pine tree.
Mountain Mama says you all look tired. Do we?
Yeah, they are tired. Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, everybody here is tired, y'all. We put in one long week.
Rox Connor wants to know, what is a mayhaw? It's a small
They mainly grow in the deep south here. A lot of them grow in Louisiana in the creek swamps and stuff like that. They usually grow near water, but now they do have some grafted varieties now that can grow out on dry land. But they make a little small fruit. The tree has long thorns on it. And what you do is you spread out tarps underneath the tree and then just let them fall on the tarps, and then you shake the tree, let them fall on the tarps, and then you gather them up. And I've been told that they're almost like the hawthorn berry.
Yeah.
So
we don't have those down here, though.
we don't have those here.
All right.
Roxanne said, loving my maters this year.
Susan Carmichael says, asking for prayers for her Homestead family. Her only sister passed away. So we have that and Little Mountain Ranch where they are having fires close by. So that's a couple we need to keep in prayer tonight. All right.
Mary said, your cotton is so pretty.
How is the garden doing and chickens? Okay, the chickens are doing fine. They had almost stopped laying eggs till this one gets a hold of them. Now they're laying eggs again.
I think he's been out there whispering sweet nothings in their ear or something.
I may have to keep him around just to keep my chickens laying. The garden is doing really great. Our second garden, I guess, up here in the front.
Yeah.
Danny's planted peas. They're up, what, 6 or 8 inches?
Oh, they're up almost a foot today.
Yeah. And the squash are starting to produce up there. The okra's up 2 or 3 inches.
Yep.
He's got peppers, sweet potatoes.
We picked a pile of peppers today. That almost sounds like a
picked a peck of peppers.
We picked a pile of peppers. Almost sounds like a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, so.
I pet rabbits when I rub my belly. I don't know about that, Daniel.
I think he's saying he's eating them.
Oh, okay.
You know. After eating them. Yeah, see, I caught that. Some people have to, it takes a while. It goes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wanda.
Yeah. The heat today completely
They both
wore us
didn't
out.
catch it. I've got a sense of humor, Daniel. I catch things faster than some people. Just
Rock's Corner says, can you eat hawthorn berries? I can't really answer that one now because we don't have any hawthorns here. I don't know, but I've been told they're almost the same thing as a mayhaw, but do not hold me to that now because I'm not sure. There's probably somebody on here that's a lot smarter in that area than I am.
Yeah. All right, so the next, then the winner, meet the winners. That was one of our videos.
Yeah.
I only put up a few things that they had done because they'd only been here about 3 or 4 days when I put that video up. And we've got a few more things, and we'll throw up a video probably in the next couple of days on showing a few more of the things they've done.
Okay.
Did he name the chicken Shaniqua too? No, because the chickens are not black. He liked the black pig, and he named her Shaniqua.
And the bee lady says, which animal produces the most meat for your homestead? Which one would you say?
Rabbits?
Probably the rabbits. Now, we have pigs, but pigs take a whole year to get a couple 100 pounds. And you don't get a couple 100 pounds out of it. You just get maybe 100 pounds out of them. But 2 rabbits will produce 90 pounds of meat.
We've had, we butchered 10 this week. And how long has it been since we butchered? It was February. Because I was looking at the date. It was February. We butchered about 14.
We butchered 14 in February. Yeah, 10 today. And we just got a whole pile more of them. We got to move from one cage to the other. So
it'll be
butchering
about 6 weeks. We'll be butchering again.
That long?
6 weeks or less.
Or less. Probably a little bit less.
Yeah, because they're already 4 or 5 weeks old.
Yeah.
So
Roxanne said, I ate my first batch of purple hull pink eyes yesterday.
Oh,
right here.
Things are the bomb.
Those things are awesome, y'all.
They had never had them before, and they've eat their weight in pink-eyed purple hull peas and green beans. And Adrian's planning on canning lots of green beans now.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, Peter Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Piper picking peppers. Yeah, what he wrote.
Y'all gonna get him started, and he can't keep going.
Oh Lord.
It says you should check on
Tennessee Homestead. I did check on him the other day. He was
doing pretty good.
He was doing okay.
Last weekend.
That was last weekend. I hadn't talked to him all week. Yeah. We've been busy all week. I ain't had a chance to talk to nobody, not even Wanda.
Yeah, we just fall in bed.
How many peppers did Peter Piper pick? How many did he pick today?
About 2 quarts, 3 quarts.
3 quarts of chopped up peppers.
Yeah, they were chopped up to about 3 quarts. They were chopped
up. They came in a 2-gallon bucket, but they chopped up, made about 2 quarts. Do y'all raise meat chickens, or do you just butcher your spent hens?
Butcher the spent hens.
Yep.
We tried.
We tried the meat chicken thing. It's just not working.
Hey, Off Grid in Color. I haven't seen you guys in a while. I'm going to have to come check your channel out. We've been so busy, but I love watching y'all. I'm going to have to come see y'all again. I had to put that in there.
Okay.
All right.
Pink-eyed purple hulls, Julie. Pink-eye purple hull field peas.
Yeah, adzuki beans. No, Jen, I haven't had time to check out how to cook them and stuff with all that's going on. That's some, we did do quinoa. Y'all had some the first day.
Yeah, they ate some quinoa.
I did do that. I haven't tried the beans because I needed to, well, I'll probably talk to you and see what's the best way.
Katie did say, when are y'all and Starry Hilda going to do a collab video? We'd love to see that. Starry at Deep South Homestead.
It's hard to get her this far south, you know, but we're going to do a collab with her in the next couple of weeks or so. Actually, we'll be doing a video. She'll be doing a video. We're not going to actually be in the same place at the same time.
Yeah.
But we're going to do at least 2 videos with her sometime in the near future.
We're hoping so. If you can get Starry to slow down long enough.
Yeah. We're hoping.
Okay, Quake Lake says, sipping on kombucha. Well, I can't
I'm
get you with that.
sipping on hot chocolate.
You're sitting there drinking hot chocolate.
Well, it's not hot anymore.
That's why you burn it up.
Okay, the next, let's see, strawberry syrup.
Strawberry syrup actually turned out excellent, y'all. That was a good video. It worked out really, really well. It has the best taste to it. I would encourage anybody to do that one. Go back and look at the video and look at what we did on it. It worked, I mean, really good. If you like thin pancake syrup, it's perfect.
Okay, Off Grid in Color says that they have just been on Homestead Rescue. Check it out. So Homestead Rescue is where they come in and help you with something on your homestead, right? I'm thinking I remember the show. So I'll have to see if I can check that out. I know I heard of it in the last few weeks.
Oh, Quake Lake. Sheila said, Deep South, if you'll take her sister hostage, Starry will come. We'll have to see if we can get her to come down from Georgia.
Somebody's asking, did I join Patera's premium group? No, I did not.
We love Patera.
But
to death, but we can't afford to actually pay to go on anybody's channel. So, and y'all, that's why we don't do videos.
Patreon or anything
We don't do
else.
Patreon. We don't do these videos where you have to go pay to go into them, because I'm quite sure there's a lot of y'all out there that's in the same boat we're in. We're financially kind of struck down, you know, and it's really, really hard to be able to, you know, to spend money on things like that. And we don't want people to have to do that.
Yeah. Coco wants me to make mint syrup and put it on Etsy. I will have to try that. I've got plenty of mint.
We have plenty of that.
I have not checked out the mint jelly and the mint syrup. That's something that I intended last year, and we just ran out of time. So Susan's made strawberry, pineapple, and rhubarb syrups this week.
Oh, wow, that sounds good.
I want to do some more blueberry syrup because that's the one that we really like.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, everybody's saying they can't afford it either. I mean, y'all, I mean, if you got the money and want to do it, I mean, it's great. But we're just, Wanda and I are the kind of people that, I guess we're just generous and good-hearted. We don't actually want to charge anybody to do anything.
I mean, we feel like if you want to help us and you would buy something from our Etsy store or something like that, that's the best way to help
we
people
feel like
out.
Somebody wants to purchase something that we build. We want to work for our money.
Yeah.
And
oh, Mary's asked about my pretty blue tractor. Her name is Annie. And Danny's working her to death, too. I don't know about him and my tractor. I'm going to have to ban him from the tractor before long.
Oh, yeah. I've already put a bunch of hours on that thing.
I mean, I get to ride around about 30 minutes on it and check things, and he spends half a day on it. Every time I look out, I hear it going somewhere around the place.
Yeah.
And Christopher's been loading it down with limbs, so...
Oh, yeah. It's hauled a lot of limbs this week now.
Yeah.
Adrian can attest to that.
Yeah, because I cut every one of them.
Yeah, and Roxanne says she loves my cookbook. That's her support. Well, that's the deal. I'm doing ebooks right now, and we're going to be working on some more of Danny's. And that's what we would like to do is eventually have enough books that when people want a book that they can look at and it shows them how to do something as far as gardening. And right now I put up a sweet potato cookbook. Somebody asked about that. Everything in the cookbook is how you use sweet potatoes, every recipe. So that's what we're working on now, is to get our books up and going, because you never know with YouTube if you're going to be making money or not, all these other ways. So if we can get started with books and stuff, that's a more stable way to make money.
Yeah, Rusty, I am going to be putting some spoons up here before long, Rusty, just as soon as I get a chance to get out there and get back to work on them.
Yeah. All right. That's how it starts. Men and machinery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's wanting a tractor. Yeah, we've been wanting one for a long time, and it was just getting to the point that we had to have something to move things around.
Yeah, it's necessary. Now all we got to do is figure out how we're going to pay for it.
Books.
We got to start selling something to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't like to have a note. And
I don't like having notes.
He said, okay, now what can I make to sell? And so y'all, there may be spoons coming out all over the place.
I may start kicking them things out left and right.
Yeah, we have lemongrass and things like that on the Etsy. I have a few more orange peels that I have.
Yeah.
We've got some dried herbs, and I can dry more. And lemongrass is one of them, but I have mint and, I don't know. I've got all kinds of herbs. Stevia. I have dried stevia. I just don't have some of those herbs on the Etsy store yet. That's something I'll do next week after they're gone, because I haven't had time this week. Danny's going to sell some seeds.
Yep, I've been collecting up my seeds this year. I usually don't sell seeds, but
we have a supply.
My supply is starting to build up so big in some of them now that I am going to be probably selling some of my gardening seeds this year.
Yeah, a Danny Corn book. Yeah, we're working on that one. Spoons, plenty of spoons. That's what I'm thinking. He's going to be making spoons, and Somebody wants to know when you make bowls. I've been asking him to make bowls, so at some point he might have to do some bowls eventually.
Pia says she loves her spoon. Roxanne says Deep South Homestead is my closest neighbor. Where does Roxanne live?
Here in Mississippi, I would.
Well, I know that.
She may live down the road. I don't know.
She may live right next door to us. I don't even know.
Well, that might be Paul or Kevin.
Yeah, it could be. Time for a children's series. Adventures with Annie.
That's a pretty good idea.
Thanks, Pia, for giving a comment on the spoon.
Wanda, your fish. Oh, dishcloths. Okay. I did a few dishcloths. I haven't done any more because it takes me a while. So, you know, I might in the winter do some more dishcloths, but everybody does dishcloths. It's kind of hard to sell those. Deep South channel is a mission. A paid channel would hamper that.
Yeah.
Probably. That's the way we kind of looked at it. If we started a paid channel and put good content over there and just junky content on YouTube, then people on YouTube are going to leave because they don't get to see what they need to see. So we just do what we do here on YouTube.
We are going to start making some cutting boards. I will have them be putting them out whenever I get a chance to get around to it. You should do short books for everything. Y'all do sell cheap and sell a lot. Janet, that's kind of our thought on it right there.
Yeah, we're doing like 20-page books and he does pictures because he wants you to see the actual process. And that's why it takes so long, is because I have to wait for everything to grow so we can take pictures of each step of the process.
You guys go ahead and start putting up any prayer requests you have, because the time's about to get away from us here. So,
okay.
Danny, we have a gentleman in
who
Michigan makes bowls out of green wood. Yeah, you can do that.
All right, so let's see. Several
Jen's
people are
another
saying
house says cutting boards. Sign me up.
Okay, so we have Danny's dad is in
My
the
dad's
hospital
just taken to the ER today. I just called right before the live show and finally got a hold to the nurse. He's in a room right now. He's doing pretty good. He went in with a fever and stuff, and they've got that under control, so it sounds like he's doing a lot better tonight.
And then we want to mention Little Mountain Ranch with the fire.
Okay. What is your favorite color? Somebody wants to know.
Blue.
Blue.
Of course, like Annie.
Like the little tractor Annie.
Blue.
Pam Shaw said that she could use a cutting board too.
You guys would just have to message me because I won't remember who said what. Danny's got to find the wood he wants for the cutting boards, and he can start making some more. Quake Lake wants one too. Okay, you just sold about 5 cutting boards right quick. You got to
I
get
guess
busy.
I can see what I'm fixing to have to do.
Y'all message me and we'll see.
Yes, yes, my father. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that.
Pray for Grizz's hangover.
Yeah, you're right.
Renee's mother. Okay.
Okay.
Charlotte likes blue too. See, I'm not the only blue person. Mason.
Pray for little Mason.
Peace and help.
Yeah.
I like that, Rocky.
I need prayers. My brother has turned into a drug addict since my dad died in February. Janet, that happens. That's kind of that's a common thing to have happen. Lots of people go to drinking. They do drugs. They you know, they don't know how to deal and cope with the loss. That's what that really all is based on. And a lot of that goes back to, and I know my time's running out, but a lot of that goes back to they never was taught boundaries. Once a person learns how to boundaries, they learn that there's ways to deal with things. A lot of people have what's called survivor's guilt that they have to deal with.
You dealt with it. So.
I've dealt with that. So I mean, it's you know, it's a common occurrence in people. So just be patient with him and try to get him some help.
Do y'all have a YouTube channel? Nope. He's going to make one, you said. A bee lady's got wanting a cutting board too.
Okay.
All right, so I think
Make that 6 cutting boards.
I
let
think
me
it's
know.
about 7 now. Paula wants one too. Paula's
Sam
asked
with
about
money for
spoons this week, so
Okay. Well, look, I gotta pray because we're gonna run out of time here. So, and y'all, you know, I pray for y'all all the time. I'm gonna ask y'all to pray for my father, that he can maybe get over this problem he's got and be able to get back to his swing bed, be back to as good as he can be. You know, I realize he's in his 80s and he's only going to be able to be so good, but I'd like to see him get back to at least where he was, because Wanda and I visited him the other day and he was actually very kind to us. And
he was he felt very good that day. He was having a really good day.
yeah.
So
Okay. I'm going to pray, and then I don't want to get into Zach's time, so I just want to make sure that we
you're up to about 9
well,
cutting boards right now.
all right. Father, we thank you tonight for being so good to us. You've been an awesome God this week, Lord. You've given us a lot of help and a lot of good work, and it's been a lot of blessings that's went along with it, and we want to praise you for that. Father, we've got a lot of people on here tonight who's asked for prayer. A lot of them's addictions, Lord. There's been some addictions mentioned. There's been some health issues mentioned. There's some financial issues mentioned on here. Lord, there's just an array of different things mentioned here tonight. We know that you're the great physician. You're the healer of all things. You're the answer of all prayers. All things lie within your power, Father. We want to edify you and give you the glory for that tonight, and ask you that you would to answer these prayers in a way that will best glorify your kingdom tonight, Father. And Lord, we pray for courage and strength, and for our country, for our leaders. Lord, I pray for my dad tonight. I pray that you'll give him peace and comfort and restore his health as much as you can. And Lord, for all the people that's in this chat room tonight, I want to pray for each and every one of them. I want to lift them up before you and ask that you grant them the desires of their hearts. Help them on their homesteads if they have a homestead. Help them to be able to have the wisdom and the understanding to know what to do and when to do it. Lord, I guess the main thing we want to say tonight is just forgive us for we failed you and failed our fellow brother, Lord. And Father, I pray that you'll bless us so that we can continue to be a blessing to those round about us now. And we pray for physical blessings. We pray for financial blessings, Lord, and spiritual blessings, and emotional blessings for all those who watch here tonight, Lord. We want to tell you once again we love you and we appreciate you now. And I pray for a good night's rest for each and every one of us, and that Zach could have a good run on his channel tonight also. We ask these things in thy name. Amen. 1 minute.
Okay. Traveling mercies for Adrian and Christopher.
Yes.
They
Thank
have.
you.
Y'all are going to church tomorrow?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then they're headed home, and they have about a 9-hour trip ahead of them.
Couple
Yeah.
cups of coffee.
What?
Couple cups of coffee.
And a couple of cups of coffee to help you get there.
One thing I do want to mention before we get off, he is a police officer at Spartanburg, South Carolina. So we want to thank all of our police officers and our military too tonight.
Yeah.
So
Thank for
good
all
night,
those
guys.
who serve in whatever capacity you serve in. Y'all guys, thank you for being on here with us tonight.